Hello everybody, and we're going to say every Smash Bros. Character from every series, a spirit that they have, that they should add. I just have to bring a page up. See. Spirit series. Well, let's say every character from every series. So, we're gonna count everything as a series. So first series is Mario. Now from the Mario series, there's a few characters that I'm hoping for. But out of every character, I think I would want Dry Bones or Pom Pom. So, but I'm gonna go with Dry Bones. Dry Bones is a fictional character, as we know. But yeah, sometimes we want him. But the one I would go with the most is Waluigi. He's such a main character. They have Luigi, they have Peach, they have Mario, they have Daisy, they have Yoshi, they have Bowser, they have Donkey Kong. But they don't have Waluigi. Another one that people would go with is probably Boo, because he's on one of the main character covers. Or Toad, which I'm surprised they don't have that one either. But then, like, Toadette as a newer character, they should always also add that. Or even maybe Koopa Troopa or Dry Bones or... But Waluigi's the main one. Add Waluigi or Toad. And maybe even Birdo. Just add characters. Goomba maybe. Pom Pom maybe. Toad's Worth even maybe. But the one I'm gonna go with the most is Waluigi or Toad. Pick one. Or even add both. Yeah, add both. Petey Piranha would be cool too, but add one of those. So I'm just gonna go with Waluigi. Next series is the Donkey Kong series. And this one was hard. Same as Mario one. There's so many good characters in the Donkey Kong series. Which, there's not a lot in the Donkey Kong series. That's the thing. But the Donkey Kong Country series is what I like to say. Yeah. There's a lot of Donkey Kong characters. So, but which one do I want out of all of them? There's just so many good characters. There's Candy Kong. There's Funky Kong. There's Donkey Kong Jr., Cranky Kong, Candy Kong, Dixie Kong, Wrinkly Kong, Swanky Kong, Kitty Kong, Tiny Kong, Lanky Kong, Chunky Kong, the Crinklings, Clump, Crusher, Critter, Claptrap, Evil Kings, Tic Tac Tribe, Snowmass, and even more. But the one I went with is, there was two. Either Funky Kong or Dixie Kong. I said Funky Kong. But Dixie Kong would be cool too. And also, Squawks would also be cool, but that's not. The more likely ones would be either Dixie Kong or Funky Kong. Pick one of those. Next is the Zelda series. They already have a lot of Zelda characters. But add more. So I don't think Ganon would be a good idea because he's the boss in the game. So the next one in my list is Tingle. Tingle is the next main character in the Windmaker. The Windmaker, there's Link, Zelda, Ganondorf, but they don't have Tingle. Other ones would be like Saria or Midna from like Twilight Princess, Epona, Impa, Great Fury, but Tingle is the more likely one I find. Either him, Wolflink, or Midna, but I'm gonna go with Tingle. Next series is the Metroid series. And this is a hard one. So many good Metroid characters. But I know they might add Waluigi as like a later character, like the last one, because it's a meme and everything. Funky Kong would be cool, but also Dixie Kong is the more likely one. Maybe I'll also include Undertale, like Sans. That's a meme, of course. It was just a me, and then everyone made it a character. So, of all the Metroid once I went with a Metroid Prime character. Yeah, you heard me right. Metroid Prime. And there's a lot of good characters from this. Mother Brain. Yeah, but who would control that thing? Yep, who would control the Mother Brain or the Metroid? Dark Samus was one they just went with, which was one of the better ideas, even if it's an Echo Fighter. Willy was a good idea too. This one is really hard. So instead of going with a Metroid Prime character, because that one was a harder choice, I went with a Metroid character, which brought up the same things, but even more. So, guess what I just went with? One of the main characters in the series. Anthony Higgs? But that's not really a popular one.
Who are you talking to?
YouTube. Maybe they would add. Yeah. So I came up with. Excuse me. It was kind of hard. So for Metroid, I came up with James Pierce. Never heard of that guy, but cool. Next series in the Smash Bros. Universe is the Yoshi series. And this is when stuff gets hard on me. Because they should add Toad, they should add Baby Yoshi. But they also should add like Baby Mario, Fawful, Baby Luigi. So I came up with the baby characters. People hated these in the Mario Kart, but I came up with the baby characters. Except Baby Yoshi's not in there. Baby Daisy and stuff is. But also, baby characters wasn't a good enough answer because that's just a bunch of characters. Unless if it's like the Mies. Yoshi. I came up with Kamek. That's the most likely answer. Yeah. Now next is our Kirby characters. Now, this is the hardest thing ever. Who doesn't like Kirby characters? I came up with Kirby. They don't have Kirby. Just joking. No. So they have a bunch of things saying, yeah. I came up with Knuckle Joe. Either that, or yeah, you know, Chef Wazowski, Mike Wazowski. But yeah. Next is the Star Fox adventure characters. What? Bye, Sarah. People on YouTube heard me that. Okay. Star Fox Adventures. People are just saying. Yeah. But I don't want Crystal as a character in this game. Fox, they have Falco, they have Wolf. Well, Wolf is not on the team, but Fox and Falco is. So either next add Slippy Toad or Perry Hair. I came up with Slippy Toad. This is the most obvious. Not Crystal. Slippy Toad. We're getting there. Next is the Pokemon series. I just made this one as popularity. Meowth is the next one of what is really popular because Team Rocket is in like every single flipping episode. But yeah, there is a character that should be in there. That is either the one that the Rowlet evolves to or Rillaboom. I came up with Rillaboom. This one, it was either going to be him, Rowlet form, or Eevee. But they need a grass type. Grass starter. Now next is the Luigi's Mansion series. Okay, a lot of people wouldn't count this as, yeah, because Luigi is part of Mario too. But in this game, they actually counted him as a Luigi's Mansion thing. But there's not a lot of Luigi's Mansion characters. But like I was mentioning earlier, they should add King Boo. It's like villains. They have to have villains and heroes, not just the heroes. Yeah, so King Boo. Next is the Earthbound series. Not a lot of Earthbound characters people would think about. I came up with the next character of their little team. A lot of people skill. But I came up with Jeff. It was either going to be Jeff or I forgot the other guy. Oh yeah, the girl from it. Paula. Which one should I do? Which one do you want more? Write in the comments. I'll say Jeff to go with the boys. Because I'm a boy, but yeah. Wow. Next in the series is F-Zero character. Not a lot of F-Zero characters. But you know, I'm creative with the characters. I try to go by popularity. Next, in my list was going to be Black Shadow. But yeah, I know they might not add Black Shadow. I had another character in mind, I forgot his name. What's the other F-Zero character? Horn Man? No, I know they're not going to add Jody Summer. Dr. Stewart? No, they won't add that. I went with the skull. It was more of an obvious, yeah. More people want the Skull Kid from Zelda, but I went with Tingle. I found it more popular. And yeah, you know, popularity. I didn't go with the skull though. It was too weird. So I went with Black Shadow. Sometimes I just have to go. Because he's like the next part of popularity. And you just be cool, I guess. Next in the series. We're getting there. Oh, my head. Oh, my God. Ice Climbers. Now, I know this one's not really a series, but we're doing, yeah. There's not a lot of characters in the series, though. There's only one. So, yeah, I wish they had more. It was on the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES. So, I picked a character. There is not any characters, so that's what sucks. So because there wasn't any other characters, I skipped Ice Climber. Now let's go to the Dr. Mario series. Now this one has a few other characters. And you're gonna find me a brat for this. There's a lot of characters. Dr. Mario, Dr. Luigi. They're just not like a main part, but yep. It's just part of the mobile universe. There's even a Dr. Luma? What? So I skipped Dr. Mario and went and skipped to Fire Emblem. Now, I went with the next amiibo in the series. Amiibo usually become characters, not like spirits. Don't become fighters, people say. Amiibos are fighters. Hard to say. Cause I'm feeling like they want to go with more girls in the series. I didn't go with the girl. Now this is gonna confuse you guys, but I want and Celica in one character. Like in the amiibo. Fire Emblem, and Celica is going to be in one character. No matter if you don't want that or not. They do that sometimes. Not usually, but they do it sometimes. At least people put Victor and Simon in one character. I know there's Cicada, but like I said, amiibo become more fighters. Even if Alm wasn't really a main character, and Celica was, it has an amiibo. It wasn't a spirit. Well, maybe it was. I forget. But yeah. Let's continue. So, continue. Young Link, Ganondorf, Mewtwo, Ware, Chrome, Mr. Game, and Watch. There's characters in this game. And it was kind of a series. But I don't feel like this one should have another fighter. So I skipped it. And went next to Pit. Kid Icarus characters. Kid Icarus didn't get a lot of like on the game. So I don't know if I should. But I did, because a lot of people liked Kid Icarus still. Kid Icarus Uprising was a hit. But there is not a lot of characters. So I went famous character. Famous. I went with more popularity again. Yep, gotta deserve its popularity. Kid Icarus just didn't get a lot of characters. I don't understand. The game got 3 characters in Smash Bros. Though. And a lot of spirits. So, what did I have to go with? Let's do Virdri. That one is the next main character. So Virdri. I find it would just be more of a hit. You know what I mean? More people would want it. Next is the Wario Ware series. Which that wasn't really a series. But it kind of is. Ashley! Okay, I know I said it out loud. Everybody would want Ashley. Ashley is like the hit. Okay. Next is gonna be disappointed to say Metal Gear. This game is so freaking hard to pick something. So I went with a Metal Gear Solid character. That's what I came with. Cause Dark Pin and all that. I went with Naked Snake. Just, yeah, you know what I mean? We have to have, like, another, like, Dark Pit or whatever. So, next character is from Pikmin. No, I'm not going with Alpha like that guy. Alpha's already kind of a character. He's just an avatar, I guess. But still, he is a character in its own. I went with Pikmin. That's the character I went with from Pikmin. So I went with the red Pikmin, so you can actually use it. The blue Pikmin, the yellow Pikmin, and of course the pink Pikmin. I'm making a video, I'm not done yet. Okay? So, just quit talking. It's just to be polite of you. So it was hard to say, but I came up with it. I could have done the white Pikmin instead of the pink Pikmin, but yep, the wing Pikmin. And now, the next is the why we're going to skip because it didn't really become a series. Villager is the next. I would go with Tom Nook. I know he was kind of evil, which he wasn't. But I would go with him. But I would also want KK Slider or even CJ. Timmy Tommy is my main one. Kind of like they have Ice Commerce. The game that didn't get a lot of characters. Next is the Mega Man series. There's a lot of characters in the series. But I went with the main villain from the Mega Man series. Forget his name though. Guy in the suit What's his name? Okay, Mega Man villain. Oh, I just brought up all the mans. Well, I went with Dr. Willy, I guess. He is the main villain. Just, I want him in the suit. So, Dr. Willy. Next is Banjo. I went with King Hippo. I didn't even have to, because he's such a main character. Next is okay, next is Pac Man. Maybe I'll skip Pac Man though. There's not really any characters. Unless if it's still Ghost, but yeah. I went with Mrs. Pac Man. Just obvious. Next! We're almost done this. It's Xenoblade Chronicles. Well, of course, we would have to go with Rex. I find he's a me costume and everything. We need Rex. We just need Rex. We have Shulk, let's have Rex. Second main character. Now Duck Hunt, which we're going to skip. Now Street Fighter. We have Ken and we have Ryu. Next is Chun-Li. If they have those two. Next is Final Fantasy. So we can just go 7, or we can do one of the other ones. There's like Barrett and stuff, but I went with Lightning, because even if that's not from 7. Either him or Titus. But I went with Lightning. Next is Persona. And Persona is Persona. And we didn't do Castle. Okay. So, next is Bayonetta. Hate Bayonetta. So, I personally don't like Bayonetta. But, it's just, yeah. And I don't find Bayonetta does have a lot of characters, but it kind of does, I guess. I went with Enzo on this one. He's from Bayonetta and Devil May Cry. Yeah, let's do Enzo, I guess. Nah, let's just do the one that's second on here. Whatever is second. Jeanne. Yeah, it'd be more likely be Jeanne. Next is, oh my god. We're at the bottom. No, we're at the second bottom, and we're next on Splatoon 2. And Splatoon 2, of course, they just added Callie and Murray as mean costumes, but I don't find it might be them. I think you'd actually be them in a double pack, but also everybody wants Octolings, so I had to say 2 on here. But Murray and Callie from Splatoon and Octolings as Splatoon 2. Now, next at the bottom is Castlevania. And I went with Trevor Belmont. I know it's probably going to be him. Next is Persona. And Persona, I had to go with Morgana. I just know it might be Morgana. Next is Dragon Quest. I would already have to go with Slime Guy. I don't, like, he probably won't be one, but he's like a main thing. Next is Banjo and Kazooie. And I had to go with of course, Gruntilda. Next is Fatal Fury. And Fatal Fury! They have Terry. Add one more to the list. And of course, they would have let's just make it Tekken and yeah, Geese Howard. They'll probably do that, I think. No, Andy. Andy Bogard. And that's it. Bye.